All right, welcome to MindBody Chair Yoga, and I'll meet you on the chair. Better turn my lights on. There we go. So we'll sit forward, take the knees nice and wide. Excuse me. Sitting tall and sitting with a tall spine. Closing the eyes or gazing downward and coming into this familiar shape of practice. Excuse me. Slowly drawing the attention inward toward the body, the breath. Checking in with how things are in this moment. What are you noticing in the body? Any sensations? And noticing the heart center. Any emotions? And then also noticing the mind. Is it busy this morning? Is it being pulled to the same kind of thought over and over again? Or is it kind of like what they describe as monkey mind, kind of hopping all over, all kinds of different thoughts all over the place? And whatever you discover, there's no judgment. Bring neutrality, acknowledging whatever you're noticing. When I ask, like, showing up and seeing how things are. And acknowledging whatever you find, and then turning the attention to the breath and body so that we can release and let go of all the things. And allow yourself to really settle into the body, feeling the weight of the body, maybe stretching out the face or bringing the shoulders up to the ears gently, and just let them draw down. Just start to let the body settle. Feeling the sit bones connected to the chair and the feet connected to the floor. Allowing yourself to be grounded in this moment of practice. And then I'll invite you to bring your hands up to heart center. And we'll initiate with a unifying Om as we inhale together. So release, and we'll open the eyes. Let's just slowly bring our shoulders forward and up on the inhale. Circle them back and down on the exhale. Just checking in and noticing, are you circling all the way back? Or do the shoulders come up to the ears and then just kind of come down? So get curious about your circling here and seeing if you can really draw the shoulder blades toward each other as you circle the shoulder blade back. Now remembering, this is our first bit of movement, so we're not working at like 80%, we're not forcing anything. This is like 40% effort. Just exploring the range of motion, how things are in the shoulders, maybe waking up the shoulders a little bit. Let's stretch out the face. Big breath in. Big breath out. Okay. Stick the arms out at the sides and inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Excuse me. Reach the arms away. And then inhaling up again, big breath in. Reaching up to the sky, getting really tall in the side body. Exhale, pushing the air away. One more time, inhaling. And exhaling. get watery. Watery one way, and then watery the other way. And reverse it. And then come back to a tall spine. We'll bring our arms, I dream of genie style, and inhale, reach them up. Feel those shoulder blades kind of scooping. Bring it back down and switch the top arm. Inhaling. And exhaling. Repeat. Inhale. Exhale. Switch it over. Inhaling. And exhale. Great. Arms out to the side. Internal rotation of one shoulder, external rotation of the other, gazing over the open palm. Connecting breath with movement and feeling that wringing out sensation at the shoulders. Like, really, it seems like it's about the arms, but really we're working the shoulders here. Feel the scapula kind of fold over as you draw your shoulder on that internal rotation. And then feel the scapula kind of scoop under on the external rotation. Okay, release. Shake that up. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, fingertips touching. Exhale, bring your fingertips down. One elbow down, one elbow up. Inhale, back up, and exhale over to the other side. So really feeling the energy of that. You can also clasp the fingers. So there's this real kind of like teeter-totter energy of the shoulder blades. Keep going. So it's like this energy of the shoulder blades moving like this together, right? In sync, and just getting curious about that movement. Okay, reach those arms up and exhale. Stretch up the face and release. Get watery again. Okay, let's have right arm on top. Gaze is forward, heart is forward, belly is forward. Same side. Inhale, exhale. Guide with the elbow and reach over to the side. Inhale, back to center, same side. Guide, reach with the elbow. And then bringing the arms back to center and just, really exploring now this movement, this different movement at the shoulder blades. Switch the arm over, inhale, exhaling. Inhaling. And back to center. Great. Inhale. Okay, let's take our finger to the chin. Sorry, I've got a little frog in my throat here. We're going to just push the chin in. Feel the back of the neck elongate. Now just release. And then it goes to like its regular shape. Okay. So we're going to push it in. Feel the neck elongate. Dip the chin. Let the head just slowly get heavier and heavier, providing you with this stretch on the back of the neck. And then taking the head a little to the left, a little to the right, gradually opening up range of motion. Some days it might take a little longer to really get to the full extent of the motion, depending how much tension you have. Bring your head back to center and then lift the chin. So since my fall last week, I have been noticing had like some impact issues around head, neck, and shoulders. So I've been exploring some new stretches just for fun, but also to find relief. So I'm going to introduce some of the new things that I've been doing. So just like we tucked the chin before, but instead of bringing the head down, what we're going to do is we're going to scoop the chin forward and back. Now, you know when a chicken walks and it moves its head forward and back, or a turkey, or I don't know, lots of birds do this. Or you can think about circling, making a circle with the chin. Now reverse it. So apparently this is actually really helpful to get blood flow, a little more blood flow to the brain. Okay, great. Now we're going to take our left hand, take it to the right side of the neck and look over to the left. And as we look to our right, we're going to pull this hand down. And what this is doing is pulling the fascia and giving this fascia a nice little stretch in the chest here. And then we're going to do it with the other hand right away, just switch it over. And so we do this a lot, like we look over the shoulder, we take our chin to the shoulder to explore this range of motion, but this is just adding a little fascia release to it. So in the beginning, it might feel a little bit like weird. So just explore like different hand positions at the neck. And actually it's most useful like when like your kind of skin is contacting with skin, like your hand is actually touching your actual skin instead of your clothing. But yeah, just something to explore even on your own. And then back to center. And then another fascia release. Let's take our left hand over our chest here and just kind of gently press in this right upper quadrant of the, like right under the clavicle. Now, just gently lean the head away. I'm gonna come a little closer so you can see it. Just gonna lean the head away on an angle, okay? And so you'll probably feel like there's like a bit of a pull here, a bit of tautness. And now turn the nose down to the shoulder, gently. And then take the nose up to the opposite corner. Nose to shoulder, and explore range of motion, and then bring the nose up to the opposite corner. And you can explore the range of motion, right? All the way to like maybe, like it's not quite, but my nose is over the shoulder. And then the last time your nose is up and drawing down, pull the hands down, just pulling at that fascia as the nose comes to the shoulder. And we're just gently bring the head back up. Just see what you notice. To see if there's any kind of change or just like a shift or a different sensation. And then we'll do that on the other side. So starting with our hand, just kind of pressing on the upper quadrant here. And then we're just gonna like kind of lean away from it. Like trying to get your nose far away from the hands on an angle. And then turning the nose down toward the shoulder. And then bring the head up into like the opposite direction. And just explore that range of motion. Like where do you feel resistance? And I'm actively kind of pressing, excuse me, on my chest. Now, bring the nose up to the sky again. And then we're going to do this slow pulling down as you draw your nose down to the shoulder for one last time. And then just gently bring the head back to center. Stretch out the face. Roll out the shoulders. Okay, we'll keep going. You know what? I'm just going to grab a little lozenge there. Sorry. All right. Take the knees nice and wide. And we'll lift the heels. And we'll do our tucking and lifting of the tailbone. Tuck. And lift. Sensing into that low back as you tuck. Now drop the heels, reach the arms forward, tuck the tail, tuck the chin. You can sway a little from side to side, just explore this shape, whatever. Hands come down, lift the heart, lift the tail, shoulder blades come towards each other. Really open up through the chest. Wow, does this ever feel so open after that fascial stretch? Inhaling, exhaling, rounding. Inhaling and exhaling. So at your own pace, a micro movement here and there, depending on what your body is calling for. Wow, what a difference. One more. Come back to a nice tall spine. Nice. Okay. You're gonna take your left hand and just bring it over to the right thigh. And you can kind of like just grab onto the pant leg or, kind of like grip your thigh with your fingers. Your right hand is gonna reach up, get really tall, and exhale over to the side. Inhale up. Feel that kind of release and exhale, letting go. But there's this binding, creates a little bit of different energy in this side bend. Flowing again. Now this last one, inhale up, exhale over, pause and really turn your heart up towards the sky. Holding on, grabbing onto that pant. Pressing this right hip down. Inhale up, and exhale. Preparing for the other side, flowing over. Inhaling up. Exhaling over. And just a reminder to really press down into this right hip, same side as the arm that's moving. And maybe grabbing onto that pant leg as we reach up and over to hold. And then turn your heart up towards the sky. There's like a little twist, right? A little lower body twist opening up. And now hug in and lift and reach. And exhale. Release. Let's get watery again. One way. And then the other way. First way. And the other way. Great. Floating the arms up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, turning, feeling that twist at the waist. Then feeling it at the mid-back. Draw the arms down. Start to feel that twist in the shoulders. And then slowly taking chin to shoulder. Without forcing, just guiding the body in this seated twist. Breathing in, breathing out. Nothing fancy here. We're just going to hang out in this spiral shape in the spine. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and out. Inhaling, floating your arms up to the sky. Exhaling, turning at the waist, turning your heart to the opposite side and bringing the hands down. Inhaling, growing tall. Exhale, turning and twisting. Again, that sensation of twist at the waist, the middle of the chest, the shoulders, and then at the neck, just gently drawing chin towards shoulder, holding and breathing. Each inhale, growing tall. Each exhale, we just gently guide the body. And you can just imagine all of that connective tissue on the spine. It's kind of reaching and stretching. Inhaling, we'll come back to center. Exhale, release. Turn those fingers in. Take your hands on the knees, grow tall. We're going to start with the right shoulder. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, dip the shoulder down as we gaze over the opposite shoulder. Inhaling up. Don't forget to create resistance between hand and knee as you draw the shoulder down. Inhale up, one more, down. Inhaling up, again, other side, same thing, resistance. Drop the shoulder down as you gaze over the opposite shoulder. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhale, release. Good, all right. We're gonna add something, just lost Leslie. Okay, maybe she comes back. Okay, we're gonna take our right arm forward and take our hands on the fingertips and just gently draw the fingertips toward the shoulder, just gently. Like 25% effort, not forcing. Okay, grow tall. Exhale, twist at the waist and bring this right hand over to the left as far as you can. Twisting at the shoulders, keep twisting. Now, inhale. Exhale, see if you can bring your elbow down to the knee. And then dip the shoulder again. Rise up a little and down. Just getting at a little slightly different angle. Do it one more time. Inhale up and exhale, release. So, getting right into the nooks of that scapula on the inside. For me, we all hold tension differently, so could feel a little different for you. So we're pulling the fingers back. This is a great stretch just to do on its own. Great stretch for the hand. Inhale, grow tall. Turning at the waist. Turning at the mid part of the chest. Turning at the shoulders. Inhale. And then exhale, folding, taking elbow to knee, just with this gentle tension at the fingertips. And then dip the shoulder down and rise back up. And kind of dip. And rise. And one more time. Exploring your limits, right? But not going beyond them, especially in these new different shapes that we attempt. And inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Okay, let's come to standing. So what I'm going to recommend, so I'm just going to move the chair out of the way. Take the feet nice and wide. We're going to just do a regular goddess. So inhaling, coming down, expansion. Exhale, rising up, contraction. So feeling the inner legs expand. And then lift the kneecap, lift the glutes, lift the navel. Expand. And up and at your pace. Now we're going to add a little dynamic balance, okay? So we're going to inhale, come down. Exhale, bring our hands out to the side. And then just kind of gently coming to fallen star. Now toe can be touching or the toe can be lifted. And then we come down, inhale. And exhale, reach. And again, your level of challenge, exploring that. And then a wide stance, right? Really working on this wide stance out to the side lately in this class and in the bone class. Keep the navel lifted and the heart lifted like you're just taking off. And then go your own pace. Always inhaling down. Exhaling to rise. Last one. On each side. Inhale. And exhale. And release. So to continue our theme of stability and balance, I want to offer something up for you. So you can always kind of set up your chair so it's here, or use a wall. I will just demonstrate what we're going to do. And at first you might be like, that looks very easy, but there is challenge and it is great stability practice. So Bringing the feet together, we're going to walk on that tightrope, just the length of your mat. Growing tall, you can imagine you have like a bar for balance. Okay, not too bad, right? Keeping your gaze forward as much as you can. Now, feet are hip distance apart, and we're gonna walk backwards. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Now, tightrope again. Looking forward. Now, if you found walking backwards really challenging with the feet hip distance apart, keep with that. However, the challenge here, this is what we're working up to, is walking backwards. Toe heel on a tightrope. Toe heel. Toe heel. So this actually requires a lot of core work. So I'm really lifting my abdominals up. And then to make it more challenging, you can increase the speed. And to make it more challenging on the way back, widen your step. Still walking on the tightrope. I just want to give you a bunch of options. So this is tightrope and really stepping that foot back, you know, trusting and release. When we're done, I do want to ask you how you found that. I was watching, and so there was a little challenge here and there. It's always like good to change it up. Okay, let's come to our sun salutations. Taking your hand at the back of the chair, walking the feet back and folding forward. Swaying from side to side at the shoulders. Then we're going to pedal the knees, pedal the pelvis, keep the heels down. One side, forward and back, forward and back. All right, inhaling, right foot forward, press the back heel down, lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down and step back. Inhaling, left foot forward. Oh, sorry about this, guys. Hands come down. I guess we started a bit earlier today. And repeat, right side, inhaling, stepping forward, arms come up. Exhaling, hands come down, forward fold. And left side. Forward fold. All right, take a big step forward with your right foot, left foot comes out to the side a bit. We're going to come into our warrior two stance. So really lift the back thigh and press into the back heel. We're going to do that stability exercise again where we bring a bit of twist. So we take our right hand and reach it to the left upper corner. With the other hand, I'm going to bring my elbow back this time. So to keep both arms active. So opposite bottom corner and then opposite bottom corner. So it's this reach and stretch, reach and stretch, reach down, reach down, reach up, reach up, reach down. And the arm that isn't reaching is still active. It's kind of, you got a little bicep action going here. This is the last one. Good. Take your hand down and turn your toe forward. And we're going to hop your feet back into a lunge. We're going to lift the heel and lower the heel. Lift the heel and lower the heel. Grow tall, lift the heel, lower the heel, lift and lower. Let's straighten that front leg, Lift the toe, lower the toe. Just isolating this time instead of going back and forth, where sometimes you can you lose the focus a little bit, really focusing in on this calf stretch. Okay, lift that back heel, pop it forward, come into your ski tracks, moving the feet a little bit further away from the back of the chair. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Taking the forearms to the back of the chair or hands to the seat of the chair. Really squaring off the hips. Let's do a little sway. And then this front leg, we're gonna straighten. And we're gonna bend. Excuse me, guys. Really working the hamstring. Okay, rise up, step back, forward fold. Inhale, left foot forward, right foot out to the side, Virabhadrasana. And reach to the corner, reach to the corner, reaching down, reaching down. Now, as you do this, focusing in on the shape of the spine. Where are you noticing the twisting action? See if you can really sense into, especially when you're reaching down, the lower body twist, and when you're reaching up, upper body twist. And release. Good. Turn that back toe forward, hop your foot back a few times. Good. Lower and lift the heel. Stretch out the face. And lower the heel, straighten that front leg, lift and lower the toe. Some more calf work. Good, lift that back heel, hop the foot forward. Maybe step back a little bit into our forward fold here, pyramid pose. Start with a little sway of the hips. Placing the arms or the hands wherever they feel most comfortable. Just make sure the spine is long. And then we're gonna bend that front knee and straighten it. Bend. And when I say straight, like you don't have to force it into straight, just explore the stretch on the back of the leg, any amount. We can work towards straight, it doesn't have to be straight. Okay, we're gonna rise up on an inhale and exhale, fold forward. Stretch out the face, maybe bend the knees, little sway. Walk your feet to the chair. All right. Turning the chair so that you're facing the seat. And we're gonna just come to a tabletop here. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Make sure your shoulders are over the wrists and your hips are over the knees and ankles. Slightly bend the knees, lift your sit bone up, lift your gaze, lift your heart, inhaling. And then exhale, rounding the back, drawing the navel up towards the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tail. And then inhale and drop the belly. Exhale, rounding. Really exploring this stretch. The whole back of the leg now. From really the ankle all the way up to the sit bone. So when you come into this cow pose with the knees slightly bent, really feeling that full stretch. Okay. Bend the knees, sit back, coming into chair pose. Half tuck the tail. Now bring your arms into I Dream of Jeannie. And your right arm is on top. And we're gonna really hug in at the navel. Inhale. Exhale, lead with your left elbow. Gaze is forward, heart is forward, belly is forward, and then inhale, bring it back. So we're doing our same kind of shoulder warm up that we do in the beginning, but in chair pose. So check that the knees, the thighs are parallel. Good, moving right to the other side. Inhale, exhale. So remembering this is not a twist. Heart rate is increasing. All right, inhale, rise up. Exhale, swan dive down. Good. Okay, coming into a little scapula push-up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the arms straight. And we're just going to lower the heart down as the scapula draws in toward each other. And then inhale, lift the heart, shoulder blades draw away from each other. So we're isolating the shoulder girdle here. Heart lifts. Lowers. And heart lifts without bending the elbows. So the heart is on an elevator, bringing it down to the basement. The shoulder blades squeeze together. The heart on the elevator rises up to the penthouse and the shoulder blades drop away. So it's just a rounding and arching of the upper spine. A lot of nice spine work today. Okay, bend those knees. Float the arms up. We're back into chair pose. Arms come out to the side. Palms face up. Thumbs draw back. We're still in chair pose legs, so there's that slight tuck at the tail. Make sure those abdominals feel engaged. Thumbs pointing back, lift the heart, gaze up, inhale. And then exhale, tuck the chin, bring the backs of the hands together. Inhale. And exhale. So a little more upper body. Shoulders. Scapula spine work. As we challenge the legs, the abdominals. Okay, float those arms up. Exhale, reach back, and we'll bring the hands back down, coming into table. So maybe a little sway, any little movement that feels good. Take your left elbow. We're going to reach the left elbow up to the sky as we turn the heart toward the left. Now, take a big breath in. And on the exhale, take the hand and reach it underneath the right armpit. Reach it through. And then inhale, lift it up. So thread the needle. Exhale, reach it through. And repeat. Now, standing legs can be slightly bent. Last one. And release. Switch to the other side. Right elbow comes up. Turn the heart towards the right. Inhale in. Exhale, right hand reaches underneath the armpit. And inhale, elbow comes up again. And exhale down, like you're sawing a log with your forearm in slow motion. Last one. Bring the hands down, bend the knees, float those arms up to the sky, rise up. Exhale, so that was some nice thoracic spine movement. Final chair pose. Okay, float those arms up as we bend the knees, keep the thighs parallel, that half tuck of the tail, and then we're going to come into cactus arms. I'll show you what it looks like front. Inhale. Lift the arches of your feet by kind of gripping the toes with your mat so you really feel grounded and stable. Inhale. Exhale, turn the heart to the left. Inhale back to center. Same side to the left. Inhale back to center. Same side to the left. Inhale back to center. Last twist. Inhale back to center. Just feel neutral. Stand up and sink down. Big breath in, lift the navel, turn. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist. See if you can really Sense into this twisting at the waist. Keep the knees pointing forward. Last one. Oh, fun times at the thighs. Okay. All right. And release. Roll that out. Shake it out. Okay. Coming back to our chair and coming into table. We're going to take our left foot and step it pretty far back. Right knee bends over the ankle. And actually, like, kind of bring your right toe so it's just like at the edge of the front of the chair, or even tucked under a little bit. And hopping that back foot back, just so you get a nice big stretch through the hip flexor. So we can start to rise up. You can keep one hand on the chair, like just like fingertips here, or you can explore, maybe hand at the hip, both hands at the hip. Now squeeze the thighs, lift the back thigh up, squeeze the glutes, grow tall. Okay, now take both hands to the chair. So we've got this really great long line from the crown of the head to the heel. And then lower your knee down as if you were gonna like kneel, and then rise it back up. Lower it down. And then rise it back up. Last one, lower it down. And then rise it back up. Step back with the right foot. Here we are in plank, just for a breath, and then take the opposite foot forward. Pressing into the back heel, lift that back thigh. Exploring balance in this low lunge, maybe fingertips at the chair, maybe one hand at the thigh, fingertips, waist. You choose, but we are exploring balance. We've got a wide distance between the feet, so that's always bringing stability into the posture. Press into the back heel, lift that back thigh, breathing in and out. And just kind of maintaining this. So you can notice the little movements at the ankle. And then we'll take both hands to the chair. Lower the knee down, inhale, lift it back up, really pressing the back of the thigh up towards the sky. Lower the knee down, lift it back up, lower the knee down, and lift it back up. Check to see that your shoulders are over the wrists. We're just going to step back into plank position for one last time. Now stepping forward with either foot. Good. Float your arms up to the sky. And exhale, reach those hands back. Stretch out the face and roll out the shoulders. Good. Okay, almost forgot. Turn the chair so that you can hold on to the back of the chair with about arm's distance away. Rise up, lift the heels like you're in high heel shoes. Grow tall, bend the knees. Lower the heels, stretch the Achilles, rise up energetically, and we'll repeat that. And want to offer up, if you want to take one hand and just maybe go to one finger for balance, or hover a hand for balance, really changes everything. And then change direction. So maybe holding on for the first round, just remembering the movement, and then exploring stability and balance. Maybe hand lifts a bit. You can always kind of go back and forth. Just always finding different ways to support balance and stability. Bend the knees, lift the heels, rise up and lower down. Great job, you guys. Okay, let's just do one last standing pose. So hand at the back of the chair, cross this outside leg over the inside leg. Squeeze the thighs, grow tall, inhale, reach your arm up, and exhale, lean. And then whatever movement makes sense to open up through the hip, through the side body. So for me, it's just like a little sway with the breath. Why don't we circle the arm? Oh yeah, that's nice. Now circle it the other way. And then we'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. That's nice. Over to the other side. So holding on to the chair, take your outside leg, cross it over the inside leg. Squeeze the thighs, grow tall. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, up and over. Really take your internal eye to this stretch along the side body and the hip. All right, circle one way, and then circle the other way. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, and release. Nice work. Okay, let's come down to the floor. Hands on the knees, lean back, gaze forward. Kind of like gripping your knees with your fingertips, lift the heart, and kind of scoop the shoulder blades underneath. All right, lift one toe slightly, and then lower. Lift the other toe, and lower, hugging the ribs, lift, and lower, lift, and lower. One more time each side, really lift the navel. Last one. Now reach forward, tuck the chin, we'll gently just roll down. Or just simply lying on your side. Stretch out the face, hug the knees. Let's squeeze and spread the toes. Extend your arms up and your feet up. Squeeze and spread the toes. Open and close the hands. Tuck the chin slightly. Why don't you also stretch out the face of it? Stretch it out, stretch it up. Good, make a fist with your hands, start nodding at the wrists as you point and flex the feet. Now start scooping the peanut butter out of the jar as you rotate the ankle. One way and the other way. Shake it out. And release. Hug your right knee in, press your left heel away. And just rock the knee over to the right, kind of opening, stretching out the adductor, then rock it over to the left, just a little stretch at the hip. Just a little back and forth here. Just taking that right knee to the left, right. Good, and then switch, hug, and press the right heel away. Ease up a little bit and draw the knee to the left, to the right, left, to the right. Good. All right, bring both feet up. Feet up, knees out, happy baby. Stretch out the face. Really nice stretch here at the leg joint. And then going into cobbler's pose, feet toward each other, knees away from each other. And moving between those two shapes. And then eventually extending the legs up to the sky. Press the heels up as high as you can, and then bring them back down to cobblers. Reaching all the way up. And drawing down. One last time, reaching up. And drawing down. Good. Take your left leg, and it can be bent or straight, and take your right foot, up to the sky, and your hands are behind the thigh. We're gonna press the heel up and then just release. Press the heel up and release on the exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. One more time. Just a really nice big stretch along the back of the leg there. Now, point and flex the foot. Hug that knee in once more. And switch to the other side. Just push and release. Push the heel up and release on the exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So again, you don't have to go all the way to a straight leg, just extending as far as it feels comfortable. Exploring this stretch in the back of the leg, and then extend up and point and flex. Good. Hug that knee back in once again and release the foot down. Okay. A little bit of core work before we actually, it's time for Shavasana. I've over planned here. So actually, let's just hug both knees in. I'm sorry, guys, no core work. We have to go into Shavasana. Hug in and reach like a starfish. Exhale, hug in and reach out like a starfish. Hug in and starfish. Stretch out the face and moving into your comfortable shape for Shavasana. And noticing how, just like how the body responds to sitting upright in the beginning of the practice, and knowing that this, you're shifting from non-practice and into practice. Coming into Shavasana is similar. It's the body now knows the physical effort, the physical practice is complete. Now we maintain the practice, but this part of the practice is to notice the activity of the mind, is to practice compassion toward oneself, is to find ease and settle into the body so that the body gets the signal that it's in a restorative mode. The nervous system can back off. The parasympathetic nervous system can engage. It's kind of like taking your car in a car wash, It's just guided through the car wash, cleaned up. This is what the parasympathetic nervous system does. It just kind of like helps to clean up the nervous system a bit, just rinse it out. I'm just checking that the face is soft, the belly is soft. Release your hold on the arms, the legs. Check that the chin isn't kind of migrating up toward the sky. And if it is, that just might mean that you need to put a little towel or little pillow under the head just to keep the spine in a neutral position. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and out. Slowly bring some movement into the toes and the hands and the face. Maybe some circling at the ankles and the wrists, stretching out the face, crunching it up. And if it feels good to you, inhaling arms up overhead for gentle full body stretch. And exhale, release. Sigh yawn, release, let go. And then we're going to bend the knees, bring the arms into the chest, and gently roll over to one side. And give yourself a little hug. And then in your own time, coming up to a seated position, choosing to stay on the floor or moving to the chair. We'll keep the attention turned inward, eyes closed, or gazing downward, shifting to an upright position. And then invite you to bring your hand over your heart center. And I invite you to bring kindness and compassion into your day today, seeing how you can bring kindness to challenge or frustration. How you can bring compassion to others, including yourself. And we'll seal in with a unifying Om as we inhale together. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. We'll see you soon.